What up, y'all? Today might be kind of crappy quality. My charger broke, so nothing's charging correctly right now. But today's episode is going to be about hospital ignorance. Yes, some more hospital stories. Well, we'll start this one off. I was living with a friend of mine named Amy. Now, at the time, there was 3 people living there. They were all named Justin, ironically enough. It was me, another friend, Justin, and her boyfriend's friend was named Justin. Well, everybody was gone for like 3 or 4 days. I was left at the place all by myself, had nothing to do. So I decided, I didn't have a way to the store, nothing, didn't have a car. I was maybe 18 years old. All there was to drink was Smirnoffs and Mike's Hard Lemonade and stuff, a bunch of malt beverages. So I drank that for 3 days. Didn't want to eat, nothing. I just pretty much got blasted for 3 days in a row. Well, on the 3rd day, I noticed when I took a shit, I was bleeding. So I panicked. I went over to my girlfriend's house, who was living next door. Also, they just moved in. Me and her weren't actually dating yet. Again, that's a whole nother story. But I decided, if I'm shitting a bunch of blood, maybe I should go to the hospital. So we went down to Oneida Hospital, and we're waiting in the waiting room, whatever. They asked me what's going on. I explained I got a lot of blood in my stool. I don't know what's going on and everything else. They bring me back in the room, put me in the gown, and it's just me and Ashley sitting there. And they go, well, we need you to do a urine sample and a stool sample. Okay, well, I'd done urine samples before, but I didn't know how they did stool samples. They said that I had to pee in the cup and shit in the hat, pretty much. And I didn't even know what a hat was at that point in time. I had never even remotely thought about taking a dump in a giant cup, and, I knew nothing about it. Well, they didn't explain it. I just said, okay, yeah, I should have asked questions, but I never asked questions. I don't ask questions. I assume everything's going to be, the same setup. When you piss in the cup, you put the cup in the little cupboard, whatever. Maybe you do the same with the shit. Well, that's not how that worked. I wound up going to the bathroom, and I peed in the cup and whatnot, and I seen the big dish there with the 2 wings on it. I'm like, all right, this has got to set in here like this. So I set it in the toilet. I took a shit. Oh, it was nasty. Obviously, I'm at the hospital for a bleeding stomach. There ain't nothing going to be pretty about what's coming out of my ass at this point in time. So I'm in there in my gown, and I take the cup of piss, I screw the top on it, I set it in the cupboard. I look, not the cupboard, the hole in the wall. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, how the fuck am I going to get this giant thing of shit in this tiny hole? So I just sat there for about 2 or 3 minutes trying to figure out what the fuck I do with this thing. If I leave it, they make me put my piss under lock and key, but where do I put my shit? So I don't know what to do. So me being me, as little shame as I have, I picked it up and I decided to go ask the nurse. So here I am walking through Oneida Hospital. I got this hat half full of my shit, and I'm toting it around like, just like a briefcase. It's not that big of a deal to me. I smelled it. It came out of me. It can't be that bad. So I'm walking through the hospital, and I finally get to the nurse's station. And I walk up. She's like, can I help you? And I took that giant hat full of shit, and I set it on her desk, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this. She's like, you're just supposed to leave it in the toilet. She's gagging, almost vomiting, whatever. I'm like, I'm just supposed to leave this in the bathroom? Like, you have me put my pee under lock and key, and this is cool to just leave fucking hanging around? She's gagging, everything else. It's terrible. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I towed the fucking thing back to the bathroom. I set it in the toilet, and I walked back to my room. Now, when I get back to my room, the nurses must communicate pretty well, because what wound up happening was just kind of ridiculous. So I walked back to my room. I'm laying on my bed. I got my arm hanging off the bed, my right leg hanging off the bed, the whole side of my body just on the bed. I'm just kind of dangling my limbs off of it. And the nurse comes in. Well, a different nurse. She's like, she's explaining everything, whatever. She didn't tell me what she was in there for. She just walked in. She goes, all right, I need you to roll up on the bed. And she goes, well, that's what she said. I just need you to roll up on the bed. And she pulled up the side on my left. She pulled the gate up. So I'm like, all right, we're going to different parts of a different part of the hospital. Turns around, looks at Ashley, goes, Ashley, or she goes, you're going to have to leave for this. She goes, all right, and walks out the door. So I'm like, all right, we're moving. She goes, roll up on the bed. I grab the fucking gate, and I scooch myself up there, and I roll up on the bed. I'm waiting to hear that click of that other gate come on. That's not what happened. With no warning, I swear to you, no fucking warning. She takes something. I didn't even get a chance to look at what it was, and stuffs it up my ass. You know, and when that happened, like, I grabbed that fucking bar, and all I could envision in my head was beating this bitch to death after I ripped that gurney gate off that fucking gurney. I was like, the whole, I even said, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know what to do at all, in any way, shape, or form. I had no idea what the fuck to do. And all she did is she jams this fucker in my ass. Like she's trying to stab somebody to death. Pulls it out, goes, huh, and then walks out of the fucking room. I'm like, huh? That's it? Yeah, I just put everything inside me in the hat. You know, why the fuck did you need to stick something up my ass? I wonder, no, you can at least tell me. Buy me lunch, give me a kiss, do something before you jam something up my ass. She told Ashley she could come back in there, and I'm mortified. I had no idea. She's like, well, what was that about? I'm like, they just stuffed something up my ass. I don't even know why. And the only thing that I could think of in my head was that nurse was pissed off that I brought a hat full of shit and set it on her desk. So she told her buddy, well, try to find a way to get back at him. Legally. No, we gotta check his colon for bleeding or something. Oh my God, it was so fucking terrible. They come out, they said I just had a bad case of diarrhea and let me fucking go. So, before you go to fuck with anybody at the hospital, just know, they will get back at you in some way, shape, or form. Me, it was a tube in the ass. I didn't know, I can't tell you what kind of tube. I don't even know what it was. I was so mortified. I didn't even want to know what the fuck they jammed in my ass. I don't know if they looped it first. I know it fucking hurt. That's about it. So, I hope you got a giggle out of that story. My pain is your pleasure. But like I said, all these are 100% true. There will be a lot more to come. I hope you enjoy rides to work. Have a good one, y'all. Like and subscribe, motherfuckers!